Question: What advice would you give to producers as far as marketing their material?
Honestly, man. What's up, world? ATL Beat Banger, DJ Toomp. You're now watching Bang My Ish TV. Bang My Ish.
Welcome to the dopest drum sounds online. Only from
Question: What advice would you give to producers as far as marketing their material?
Honestly, man, I would tell a producer now, just you got to cling on to an artist. You know, just moving around here with tracks. Some people this shit is like fashion, man. You know, somebody got to wear your shit to know that it's fly. You know what I mean? It's just hanging up in the stores. You got to put it on a dummy or do something. You know, be a part of a fashion show. Like, man, I'm gonna let y'all just wear my shit when y'all go on stage. So the mixtape thing is a way to do it, but at the same time, you kind of shooting yourself in the foot also. Because once again, you same way they're giving away free music, you giving away free music too.
Mm-hmm.
That's the first stage of giving away, making it free, because you ain't even charging these folks for nothing. So of course they ain't in a hurry to make no money back off of it because you gave it to them for free.
Yeah.
But just gotta attach yourself to an artist, man, and be a part of that. You know, Mike Will was a part of. He was riding with 2 Chainz. He rode with Future. You know, you could get something on somebody's album, but if you kind of end up being dogs later on, you know, okay, you know what, you're gonna have priority to get on this project, get more than anybody else because you the homie.
Right.
You know what I mean? So you got to attach yourself to some type of a project or create a project. You know? Yeah.
It's dope. So you got anything?
What you think about? How you feel about producers making money, or what's the best way for producers to make money, and with the industry shifting to streaming?
Man, I was just on the panel not too long ago, and I almost said that without somebody asking me.
Mm-hmm.
And really, man, it's to the point where if you in it to make money, you got to do more than just getting on rappers' albums. You need to start trying to do some TV commercials, get some scoring going on, and you got to kind of get in the trenches, man, with an artist and grind it out with him. And when it blow, you're gonna be a part of his career. That way, instead of just think the guy who produced most of Nelly's shit, we don't even know him.
Right.
But man, that man got 2 albums that did about Diamond, right? I think it was a white boy from St. Louis who did, like, you know, a lot of the Nelly stuff.
Oh, wow.
We don't know who he is.
Wow.
But man, he's so straight. You know what I mean? And he connected himself to Nelly. Like, you really hear him trying to get on Tip album. I know Jeezy. He was straight. So if you connect, you got to attach yourself to something, man. And if your goal is to really get money, more than just learning how to work beats, you got to even understand how you even going to get paid. You know what I mean? You got cats fresh out of the basement who just know how to work Fruity Loops but don't know nothing about licensing. They don't know nothing about publishing. They don't know nothing about royalties. You know what I mean? They don't know anything about sync fees. You know what I mean? They don't know nothing about these codes when your shit play on YouTube. On the radio, it's certain codes now, man, that cats who ain't even producing the record, they know that this artist don't know about this code. There's people who getting that. That's too much game. I ain't gonna get that away.
Hey,
so for them to make money, they got to understand how the money is even made. Just think, I didn't get my first royalty check till 97 because I didn't know. I just was a young dude banging out beats in Miami, you know? And I didn't understand royalties and stuff like that.
Okay.
So But sometimes, you know, you can get so caught up into, yeah, man, you know, Jesus just called me, man. He actually called me. All right, don't get so fascinated at these dudes hitting your horn to where you ain't on top of your business. Because you're just glad to be in here with these artists. What about the business, man? These guys got mansions they going back home to. You still in that basement, dude. You know what I mean?
Right.
Learn how you're gonna get paid. Yeah.
How important is it for producers to have high quality sounds when making beats?
It's very important, man, because really when you take time and really mix your music, it really don't even require all of those instruments. Sometimes a lot of cats put just over 100 instruments in a track because the sounds are thin. You see what I'm saying? The sound's so thin that you got to put about 5-10 horns and teeny, and then the mixes be so muddy, but the 808 just end up taking over. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it'd be 808 driven. So like it's only a few who really just know how to make their shit sound good. You know what I mean? And like I said, when it comes to mixes and choices of music, that boy Rick Ross, man, I love what he do, man. Like his mixes ain't bad, you know. He still go to the ghetto shit. He'll fuck with a few samples, but it all sound pretty good. It's mixed good, you know.
Yeah.
And the thing about it now with this technology, shoot, I got this Reason 8 by Propeller Head, and that's turning me into a real engineer. My mixes are sounding incredible right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so when I turn tracks in, man, they really might just work on the vocal part.
How long you been using Reason?
Huh?
How long you been using Reason?
I've been on Reason since 2004.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey man, give us some of that game, man. What's your process, man? What's your process in getting tracks placed, man?
My process. Honestly, it's no true process. It's really relationships.
Okay.
Because, I mean, of course, I would say a process, just sending it to certain A&Rs and finding out who's working on what. But sometimes that can even be like beating your head on the pavement because it's so easy to send the wrong thing. You can send some hot shit, but just like Kendrick last album. I sent some stuff to get on his album, but I was basing it on the last.
Yeah.
But if I knew that he was going that musical, it's about, man, I wouldn't have even sent that folder that I sent Kendrick.
Gotcha.
If I knew that was going to be a musical album. So it's kind of hard to even just shoot at a target, but really don't know what you're hunting for. Hey man, just send me something, Jennifer Hudson working on her album, for real, or anybody. Somebody might just tell you, but
I feel you, because a lot of times it's about the whatever mood the artist is
there
in.
you go.
Yeah.
So you kind of got to fly to that city. Hey man, let me fly up there for a weekend and sit in with y'all and see where y'all going. Then that way I'll send you something fresh. I don't want to just go through my playlist and guess, well, let me see, Jennifer Hudson, I'm going to go in this folder, blindfolded, and send this, because you're really blind. You don't even know where she's going with her album. So it's really getting to own people's album. It's just about the relationship. You knowing them being cool enough to let you come in the studio to hear what they're doing, or just in some type of way, just letting you really know, and having somebody over that project to direct you and tell you where they're going. But if it ain't that, man, it's like shooting at some ducks that ain't even in the air. You bow. You just blast it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So the submission game, it's the relationship that you have with that A&R that's over that project or with that particular artist. Like, I don't even know Future. I don't know Quan. I don't know none of them dudes. I'm 46 years old. So if I wanted to get on one of their projects, it had to be through somebody who know them. Hey man, like, let me see what they doing. You know, let me come in there, see what they. Okay, I got some shit for that. Boom. But I'm not just gonna be sending no tracks.
Yeah.
All right, let me send these, and hopefully I'll pick at least 4 of them out of 10.
Yeah.
Like, them days gone, man. Yeah, it's getting old.
Okay.
And then you gotta ask yourself, but then, like you say, how do you get paid? You even gotta ask nowadays, how do you really just get paid? Period. You know what I mean? Because if it's just a mixtape, All right, the artist gonna get shows, but what the producer gonna get?
Producer ain't getting jacked, man.
Now, if this dude if you know how to DJ just a little bit, he might let you come out of DJ and make about $800 a night. But if you ain't DJing for this guy, and you just giving him free records, he performing, getting $4,000 a night, $5,000 a night, next thing gonna be at 10. It ain't promised that you're gonna be on his album when he get a deal. Those songs might be considered old by the time he get a deal. He gonna look at it like I started off with you. But now I got these other producers. Yeah, I started off with you, but now I'm super hot. Hey man, I hope you can get on the album. Or you want to use the songs that blew you up? Nah, them old. Them was just for the mixtape. Now that I got picked up by Def Jam, you got to send me some more shit to make this album. Then you got the hope. Like you done gave the free beats, now you hoping to get on the album. They say 2 Chainz the only nigga who looked out like that though.
Really?
Yeah, for the cats who was down with him on the mixtapes, he turned around and gave them boys some bread. Ain't a lot of niggas cut like that, man.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean? Only a few dudes really built like that.
Yeah, Fab does it too. I was watching an interview with him earlier.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's good. I mean, because they can. Come on, man. How you look? Imagine you done gave the artist, man, 4 records and he performing 3 of them, 2 or 3 of them every time he go on stage, getting $10,000 a night, but you can't get paid until he get a record deal. Hold on, man. If you getting $10,000 a night, you get 3 or 4 shows a week. Man, I should have something new in my driveway.
Yeah.
Or I should be in a townhome somewhere or a condo somewhere, man. You should be giving me something monthly, man. If you getting almost $40,000 a week, you know what I mean?
That's the game right there.
Off my beats.
Yeah. That's
Come on, man.
You just gave the game right there.
But everybody ain't got the balls to make that phone call. I just want to let it get away like that, you know. I don't know. I wouldn't let that happen. There had to be in court getting that together. Especially if I done grind with you, work hard, all the blood, sweat, and tears. And now, then when it's come to, all right, man, damn, ain't no checks coming to the house? Oh, for real? Oh, you don't do royalties? Okay, I get my publishing, but you don't do royalties? And you getting half our show money too? Oh my God. IRS gonna get you. Wherever that money is being, that you supposed to be dispensing out to your employees and your artists, that shit building up in some account that you're gonna be taxed for so hard that when they tax you, hopefully you'll be able to handle it. There's a lot of gluttony that come with that shit too, man. If you got a label and you're not sending your royalty checks out, that account, either you getting hella creative with it or that shit just building and you being taxed for it every year. You got to take losses somewhere, man. That's regular shit. If you hear about any artists, hey man, they just gave such a $20 million deal, guess what they do? They go sign a lot of artists and producers. Because you got to take a loss. You got to spend that money. And that shit is more sit in the bank, the more you're going to get taxed. All right, better start as a producer, $20,000 a piece. You don't know who going to blow. We just put $20 million in your account. Open up some restaurants, do something. And that's the thing about it. A lot of cats got to take some classes on them damn finances, man.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, before I got with my partner, man, I was just a safe dude. You know, I come from the safe. You know what I mean? Yeah, open that bitch up. You know what I mean? Open sesame. But he was like, oh man, you got to get in the system, man. I ain't have no credit. I ain't have bad credit. I didn't have no credit, period. I go to auction, pay cash. I grew up around OGs, man, cash. You know what I mean? Hide your shit in different spots. You got to write down the location, you know? And I finally got a bank account and started learning about that bread, man, and moving it around. And shit. This cat's out here now getting a lot of money.
Welcome to Bang My Ish Drums, where you can download full sound kits or download what you need from our Sonics room for just $1.50 per sound. Simply sign up free and get free sounds plus our Sonics room link sent in your welcome email. See you on the inside.